Welcome and thank you for joining us today. This is Virginia's stakeholder engagement session focused on our new modernized attendance tracking system for the Child Care Subsidy Program. We're excited to walk you through this important system update and how it will support you, your staff, and the families you serve. Let's get started. This session introduces Virginia's new attendance tracking system for child care providers. We'll walk through the system's key features and benefits, preview a demonstration, and share the timeline for system launch. While there isn't a live Q&A, we encourage you to share your feedback. Your input will help us ensure a smooth and supportive transition. Our goal with this new system is to reduce burden, improve accuracy, and streamline the experience for providers and families. First, the system reduces administrative burden. Digital tools make it easier to track attendance and reduce manual errors. Second, it supports timely payments. With accurate attendance records, providers can expect full and prompt subsidy payments. And finally, it improves data access. Real-time insights will allow us to strengthen policies and support providers more effectively. In addition to the benefits we covered earlier, here are a few more features designed with flexibility and support in mind. First, families can now log absences remotely using the mobile app. That means there's no need for them to be on site just to report that their child won't be attending care that day. Second, the new system can also serve as a system of record. This means that if you use it consistently, attendance records can be used to support documentation for licensing purposes. Third, there is no cost to providers. The state's attendance system is available to you free of charge. Fourth, provider-logged attendance is now supported. If a parent forgets to check in or out, providers can log attendance on their behalf using passive consent. The family will receive a notification, but their response is not required in order to process payments. And finally, there is flexible pickup authorization. Parents can identify trusted individuals to pick up their child from care, making transition smoother and more convenient, especially for busy families. These updates were informed directly by provider feedback and are designed to support you in your day-to-day operations. In just a moment, we'll show you a demonstration of the Kinder Systems platform. This includes KinderSign and KinderSmart, tools used by families to log attendance. You'll also see KinderConnect, the provider portal used to manage records and run reports. And finally, we'll touch on KinderBridge, which allows providers to connect their existing child care management system directly to KinderConnect. Please note, the system shown is unconfigured, meaning it hasn't been customized for Virginia yet. The final version will reflect Virginia-specific branding and requirements. Now let's watch the video.
Hello and welcome to the demonstration for the electronic time and attendance system. Today we'll be giving you a quick demo of the system, focusing on the three key attendance components under Kinder Systems. Kinder Systems is the platform that brings these components together, supporting providers, families, and agencies in managing attendance and child care records efficiently. With over 30 years of experience, Kinder Systems is dedicated to ensuring that everyone in the publicly funded child care ecosystem has the software tools that they need to deliver high-quality care to children and families. We'll have a more formal training as we get closer to launch, but for now, let's take a high-level look at how the system works. The applications used in the attendance system are KinderSign, KinderSmart, and KinderConnect. KinderSign is one of the main applications parents will interact with daily, and it is a tablet-based application available for download from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. KinderSign allows families to log attendance when dropping off or picking up their child from care. The tablets with KinderSign will remain at the location where the sponsors drop off or pick up the child from care, making check-in and check-out convenient. One important feature is that attendance can be recorded even without an active internet connection. This allows families to log attendance without disruption. Next, we have KinderSmart. KinderSmart is the mobile version of KinderSign and allows families the ability to log attendance from their personal smartphones. Instead of using the tablet on site, sponsors can download the app onto their own device for a more flexible check-in and check-out experience. Attendance using KinderSign and KinderSmart must always be recorded by the sponsors while they are physically at the provider's location. Sponsors including family members, guardians, or other approved pickups use these tools to check children in and out of care. Once attendance is recorded, it is immediately available for providers to review in KinderConnect. KinderConnect is the web portal that providers will use to review attendance recorded through KinderSign and KinderSmart. In addition to managing attendance for subsidized children, providers can use KinderConnect to track attendance for non-subsidized or private pay families for their own records. It is important to note that all subsidized children will be added by the state and cannot be added by the provider. Providers are only able to add non-subsidized or otherwise known as private pay children into KinderConnect. In addition to KinderConnect, we also have an API integrated system called KinderBridge. KinderBridge allows for providers who have an existing child care management system, also known as a CCMS, the ability to continue using it instead of KinderSign and KinderSmart. Through this API connection, providers can seamlessly export attendance data from their CCMS to KinderConnect. Setting up the integration takes about 5 minutes with Kinder system support, enabling providers to transfer attendance records on demand. And now, on to the demonstration. Providers will access KinderConnect by registering to create a username and password. They will then use those credentials to log into KinderConnect. I'm going to log in as a provider now. And welcome to KinderConnect. This platform is used to review child and family records, check attendance, run reports, and add non-subsidized or private pay family records. After logging in the center of the page you'll see an announcement section here. This area will display new updates from the state, including information or policy changes related to the attendance system. In the top right of the page you'll see some useful icons. First we have the support chat. This feature allows you to message Kinder System support directly if you have any questions about the attendance system. Next we have the help icon marked with a question mark. Selecting this icon provides additional documentation about the current page that you are on. It helps you understand different processes, pages, and features within KinderConnect. Finally, at the top of the page, you can select different sections. These include pages for attendance, sponsor records, and child records. Each page will help you manage different aspects of the system. In KinderConnect, providers can search and review child and sponsor records associated with their location. This includes both children participating in the child care subsidy program added by the state and any private paid children entered by the provider. To find a child or sponsor record within KinderConnect, providers can use the search feature up at the top here by going to sponsor or child search page. It's on these search pages where we can enter in relevant details such as names or phone numbers. The system also has the capability to conduct phonetic searches, which allows providers to locate names that may have been misspelled. Here I'm going to search for a child named Isabella, and I'll intentionally misspell that name. Then I'll do search. Search results display key details such as the child's name, date of birth, and the authorized sponsors who can log attendance through KinderSign and KinderSmart. Providers can also select the child or sponsor's name to obtain additional details. Additional details including authorization periods for subsidized care and sponsor contact information. While the system will allow any updates to private pay families, any updates to subsidized sponsor details must be made through the state or caseworkers at the local departments of social services. Additionally, in KinderConnect, providers can review attendance logged by families using KinderSign and KinderSmart. Attendance should be checked multiple times a week or as needed by the provider. To check the attendance recorded, providers will need to go to the attendance detail page. So attendance and then detail. Here on the attendance detail page, we can sort through the attendance based on the display options and contract types. This page automatically defaults to the period corresponding to the current date. To modify this, we can go here to modify the date directly, select the calendar to go to that service period, or cycle through the weeks using the left and right arrow buttons. Providers can review attendance from any point in the past with no time limitations. Attendance for the children may appear in yellow or red, indicating that corrections are needed by the sponsor. Red indicates invalid time, meaning an in time was recorded before an out time. Yellow indicates a corresponding in or out time is missing. Finally, in Kinder Connect, you can easily review the attendance recorded by the sponsors in report form. To do this, you can go to the Report section and then select Reports. Here, providers will press the drop-down arrow to view a list of all available reports. Here, I'm going to select the Daily Detailed Attendance Report. This report allows you to enter in the following search parameters. It is here you can customize a report by selecting from the available fields. Once you've made your customizations, we will select View Report. The report will then download to your browser in the format you've selected. And here we will select the downloaded file to open and review that attendance. So on this report, we can see the children and attendance that has been logged for them. This also includes the number of hours. And on the last page, it will show the total amounts for the attendance recorded. And that concludes our demo. Kinder Systems has a fully staffed support center ready to assist with any questions you may have about the new childcare time and attendance system. As we get closer to rolling out the electronic attendance system, we'll provide you with all the details on how to contact the support center. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.
The chart you are viewing provides a high-level depiction of the two paths that subsidy providers will have once system goes live. The next few slides will go into greater detail on these two options. Again, there are two main options for providers. 1. Providers using an existing CCMS to log attendance can continue with that system via an API partnership with our new attendance tracking system. Attendance data will flow through KinderBridge to the state for only the CCSP children in care. These providers will still access Kinder Connect for record keeping and reports, but won't receive physical tablets. The list you are viewing are all current API partners with Kinder Systems. Please keep in mind that this list is constantly being updated as more CCMS partners sign up for this process. 2. The second path is for providers not using a childcare management system. These providers can use the full Kinder System suite. It supports both subsidy and private pay attendance tracking, and like Path 1, only subsidized attendance data will be submitted to the state for payment. As we work toward full implementation, here are the major milestones we're targeting. Provider outreach and system configuration are underway in 2025. Training, support materials, and onboarding will begin in the fall. We're aiming for full system launch by late 2025. Post-launch support and refinement will continue into 2026 and beyond based on your feedback. With the new system, our current provider attendance system with Conduent will be decommissioned. Detailed instructions will be sent to providers in the fall. To ensure you receive those updates, please make sure your contact and mailing information is up to date with the vendor relations team. You can update your information using the link at the QR code on this slide. Now we'll address some of the most common questions we've heard from providers. First, can you use the system to track both private pay and subsidy families? Yes. Kinder Connect allows you to track attendance for all children. Only attendance for subsidized children is submitted to the state. Providers can manage private pay records for their own purposes, all within one system. We know providers often serve as the first point of contact for families. To support you, the state will offer training materials directly to families. These include written guides, video tutorials, and walkthroughs for using KinderSign and KinderSmart. A help desk will also be available for technical support. If you already use a child care management system, you can continue using it. KinderBridge allows for a secure, seamless connection between your system and KinderConnect. The setup takes just a few minutes with support from Kinder Systems, and it eliminates the need for double entry. Some providers are in areas with limited internet access. With KinderSign, families can still log attendance offline. Once the device reconnects to the internet, attendance records automatically upload. This ensures that attendance is never lost due to temporary connectivity issues. Some providers have asked if they can log attendance when parents aren't present, such as during off-site programs or after-school care. The answer is yes. Providers can enter attendance when a parent is unavailable. This includes common scenarios like transporting children to or from school or logging in absence when a child is sick. As we move forward, here's what to expect next. First, we'll use your feedback to refine messaging and outreach. Second, we'll continue to update support materials based on what providers and families tell us they need. And third, we're committed to keeping this conversation going. If you have questions or ideas, feel free to reach out to Clifton at clifton.wise@doe.virginia.gov. Thank you again for your time and attention today. Your feedback is essential as we continue shaping this system to best meet the needs of Virginia's providers and families. We appreciate everything you do.